Audience responses to advertisements have increased in attentiveness because of the use of background music. We're gonna ask ourselves, who is the person behind the music? You could easily hum or whistle melodic phrases of some famous songs or instrumental music, or even give the song titles. People can hardly name the creator or the composer. In other words, I will gonna introduce the famous composers of the early Romantic period was Frédéric Francois Chopin, Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky, Franz Liszt, and Camille Saint-Saëns. And today, I will gonna talk about Franz Liszt. A wonderful day to everyone, and you're watching Music Info, where you're gonna hear information and fun facts about famous composers. But today, we will gonna talk about Franz Liszt. And let's get started. Franz Liszt is one of the most significant composers of the Romantic era. Born in October 22, 1811 at Hungary, of an Austrian mother, he received most of his education in Paris. At an early age, he was taken to Vienna to study piano. Liszt received piano lessons from Carl Czerny, who in his own youth had been student of Beethoven and Hummel. He also took lessons in composition under the tutelage of Antonio Salieri, former music director of the Viennese court. Because of these musical experiences, he became a concert pianist. Eventually, he was accepted as court conductor at Weimar. He taught, wrote, conducted, and played the piano at Weimar for several years, but in the end, gave up the position. He was in love with a married woman downheartedly, to the point that he turned to the church and took minor religious orders while living in Rome for the meantime. He spent most of his life in Germany, Austria, and Hungary, composing orchestral and piano music, as well as masses, oratorios, songs, and organ music. Some of Liszt's famous compositions: Liebesstraum. Here are the 5 fun facts about Franz Liszt. Number 1. Liszt's father. Liszt's interest in music began with his father, who was a musician and personally knew classical giants such as Haydn and Beethoven. Adam Liszt, his father, worked at Esterhazy, the same estate where Haydn worked for much of his life. Young Liszt would listen to his dad play piano and began lessons and composition with him as a young boy. Number 2. Tempo skills. Liszt's father was strict about him practicing with a metronome, which might be one of the reasons Liszt was well known for his ability to keep absolute tempo. In addition to his tempo skills, he was an excellent sight reader as well. Number 3. Lessons with Carl Czerny. In addition to his father knowing the classical greats, Liszt himself studied with Carl Czerny as a boy. Carl Czerny was one of Beethoven's best students and was a renowned piano teacher. Liszt also took lessons from Antonio Salieri, a peer of Mozart's. Number 4. Liszt, the piano teacher. Liszt spent many years of his life teaching piano, which he would often do in a group setting. In his younger days, he would teach from morning to night, with students scattered all across Paris. He would travel long distances to get to their houses and work very late. As a piano teacher, Liszt was less concerned with technical details. He wanted his students to clean their dirty laundry at home. Instead, he helped them with big picture thinking, expression, and storytelling through piano. Number 5. Charitable generosity. By the 1850s, Liszt was making so much money that he donated vast majority of his concert income to various charities. He donated music programs like the Hungarian National School of Music. He helped build the Cologne Cathedral, a gymnasium at Dortmund, and countless hospitals, schools, and causes. In 1842, there was the Great Fire of Hamburg, which destroyed a good chunk of the city and left many homeless. Liszt hosted some concerts and donated all of the proceeds to those in need from the disaster. And that is all about Franz Liszt. And I hope you learned and enjoyed a lot from him and his experiences. For being such a flashy performer in his youth, Liszt was decidedly not in vain, had some depth and a spiritual side, and was very generous. There's lots to love about Liszt. Thank you for watching Music Info, and I hope you have a great day ahead, and see you next time!